Gary, I think we've gone back 4 years. It feels a bit like COVID all over again with Zoom press conferences, but that is all down to the weather. First off, how much will that affect training and preparation for Saturday's game?
Yeah, it felt like Armageddon this morning in Exeter trying to get out. You were obviously trying to get in. So yeah, it's not been great. A lot of players are struggling to get in. I think most of the roads around Exeter getting into the training ground are pretty gridlocked. So yeah, we're waiting. We're trying to get as many people in as we can. But here at the Cliffhill training ground, the grass is covered in snow. The Astro's covered in snow. So there'll be no kind of football taking place today outside. We're looking at there's paddle courts indoor across the road just to get the boys out and get some activity. There's obviously the gym. We've got some meetings today to go through in terms of the tactical, and then we'll work again tomorrow, hopefully on the grass and in preparation for Saturday.
Like you said there, you've got players who haven't been able to make it in. You've had three that have not been with the group who have come back from international duty. How you seem though to have a plan of how to counteract that disjointedness that you're probably going to feel a bit today.
Yeah, look, I think that's part of being a football manager, a coach, being involved in football. You have to be ready for anything really, and you have to be ready to adapt and find the best way and find solutions to problems. You can't just sit in your hands and say, oh, the snow's here and there's no players in. We have to find solutions, and we have to make sure that in the best way we can, every player, every staff member is ready at 3:00 on Saturday to win at Wrexham. Now, I've been involved in football a long time now, where the best training plan sometimes doesn't prepare you for a game. You sometimes don't train. You go and play tennis, paddle tennis, whatever. There's so many ways, different ways to prepare to win a football match. So we have to, in the best way possible, find solutions to these little problems today. And like I said, make sure every player is ready, both physically, tactically, psychologically, ready to go and win on Saturday.
And we obviously face a Wrexham side where, I mean, their story's been written. Everyone knows about them, and they are doing well in the league, which was what was expected, I think.
Yeah, it's been an incredible story since Rob McElhenney and Ryan Reynolds took over the football club, rising very quickly through the leagues. I think telling that story, all over the world really well. They're a kind of well-known club throughout the world now because of the owners and what they've done within the community and obviously building the team up. But we have to be prepared to go and win a football match. We're taking 1,200 supporters there. We're going to need every single one of them because it's an environment that can be very intimidating, very loud, and we're going to need our supporters to get behind the team. And we'll need everyone to be 100% at it if we're going to have to win, because they're a team that is obviously doing really well, not just in recent years, but in League One. They've not lost at home. So it's a big challenge and one we should be really looking forward to.
And it's a fixture between the two sides in the league who have conceded the least goals. Do you expect the defences to sort of play the biggest part on Saturday?
That's a 0-0 draw then, Craig. You've just anticipated. Hopefully it's a goal fest now, and it's an exciting game, and the main thing is we come out with more goals than Wrexham. I think our defensive record is something we should be really proud of. It's a massive strength of ours this season, and it's a brilliant foundation to win football matches and to get points. We have to be better in certain aspects of our in-possession play, which we've worked on and looked at this week. I think the players coming back from international, Cammy, Emmy and Josh, they're all very attacking players and creative players for us. So that, miss on Saturday will be back in the team for Wrexham. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to the game. And like I said, the main thing is we score more than Wrexham. And how that happens, if both teams score, I don't really care. But the defensive record is something we should be really proud of.
The three international players you mentioned there, unlike the last international break, all three got minutes and featured for their countries, which is not just amazing for them, but fantastic for Exeter City as well. Getting the fact that we have international players out there and being seen around the world.
Yeah, it's brilliant for them, first and foremost. It's, for me, the greatest honour in the game and the greatest achievement they'll have in their career. But yeah, for the club as well, I think it shows, where we're going as a football club, that we have people all over the world representing their country and showing Exeter off in a really good light.
I think Ilmari's brought the weather back with him as well from Finland. Have all three returned unscathed and fit and well?
Yeah, Ilmari trained yesterday. Josh and Cammy are in today. I've seen Cammy and he's obviously speaking to you next. And I've not seen Josh yet, but hopefully he'll be in past the snow and get them back in with the group. I think that's really important as well, not just their quality on the pitch, but off the pitch, what they bring to the group and the environment is really important.
This week is the EFL Week of Action, where clubs are encouraged to get out into their community and support local causes. But I think that's something that at Exeter City we do all year round rather than focusing on one week. For example, next week we're visiting the unwell children in the hospital and doing some shopping for them and for gifts and donations. And it's something that we're very proud of at this football club.
Yeah, look, I think it's important we have these initiatives and this week, obviously, there'll be different things on, but I agree with you. I think what we do as a club for the community is really important. It's obviously winning football matches is the most important thing, but the community and the work we do and how we represent ourselves in the community is very important at Exeter City as well. And I think our team, the players, our staff, I think we do that really well all year round. But hopefully this week it is even more in the kind of public domain.
I know you were up at Barnstaple a few weeks ago, and Sweens and Woodsey were at the Cat and Fiddle last week. I think those fan events are particularly important, isn't it? Because I think you get to see a more personable side of the players and staff.
Yeah, I think they're really good. I think when the supporters see me or players pre-match, post-match, they see the kind of professional side. I think when they get out and about at events, whether it's fans forums or I was at Dawlish last week for opening their new dugouts. I think when you see players and staff out in a different environment, out with the kind of day-to-day running of the football, then I think you see a true reflection of that person and the personality. And I think that's really important that our supporters see that, but good for our players as well to see our supporters and see what the club means to them as well.